You got in, that's the important thing. Okay, so we're looking at the different assignments. Looking to see what I'm missing from you guys. I need you, Morrow, to get onto CDX and take the course pretest. Okay, I'm going to share this screen again real fast, just so you can see it. So these other guys, everybody's able to get online now to get onto CDX. So if you go to Classroom and follow the link that's on there, that should take you to where you can get logged in. And you're going to use your school email again and the password that I've got on there. After you get logged on, you can go change your username or your password. You can do whatever you want to do on there as far as your password to make it something you'll remember easier, or however you want to do it. That's up to you. Okay, but once you get logged on, you are, let me just try this real fast. You'll go to this page. We're going to log in and get started. And you should only have an access code to one class, which is ASE 0. Okay, launch it. And it's ASE 0 course pretest right there. Okay, now it's 50 questions, so it's going to take you a little bit of time to get through, probably 20 minutes or so. But I know it, Indian, it's all right. Do your best on it, and they give you a couple pointers. They say don't guess and stuff, but this is worth 10 points to just get it done. Okay, so it's important to just get the thing done. But we've been talking about the other assignments that are on there, which were the career surveys that you guys took. So you guys have all turned it in. I'm looking at Morrow's right now. It says you can be whatever you want. You like building houses and automotive, but you don't think being a barber would be for you. Oh, that's Ladanian. I'm going to open up Morrow's. Well, we can just stick with Ladanian, I guess. We had to come to him anyway. So he likes building houses, automotive, working with your hands. There are a lot of opportunities. That's true. You like to help others. You don't really like science, Ladanian. It's all right. That sounds an awful lot like myself. I like working with my hands. I like building stuff or fixing things, and I like working with my hands. I'm not big on sitting down and writing papers or doing science experiments. I have a hard time with that. I wish that I was better at practicing those skills, because I think that it would really help me in the long run, but it's just so hard for me to want to do that stuff. And then Morrow, we take a look. So many things you can do in the world. That's true. You didn't write your name on this thing, Morrow. Construction or mechanicking. Said you'd most likely end up as a post office worker. Not quite sure how they come up with those things, but they do say some stuff like that. You can improve on your thinking and work on creating and helping skills. You try and change the things you need to work on about yourself, so creating and helping. And you felt like some of the questions weren't on topic. Well, what they were trying to do was just get you thinking about stuff that maybe you hadn't thought about before, something that maybe might trigger your brain and say, oh yeah, I never even thought about that. That kind of stuff happens all the time. But what we're going to do now, or what you guys are going to do, is we're going to develop a course of study. Okay, so let's say I had taken this test and it had told me that I needed, or I should become a mechanical engineer. Okay. Let's see, I'm not sharing my screen, but I will again. Share number 3. So I'm going to drag this over here. I'm also recording a Screencastify for other people. But let's say it told me to become a mechanical engineer. Maybe we'll go to mechanical engineer. What is the word I'm trying to think? Qualifications. So it says aspiring mechanical engineers must earn a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering at a minimum, and then pursue grad degrees in the field. Every state requires that you earn a license, which calls for education, supervised work experience, and several examinations. So even if you were super smart and you were like a genius, you couldn't just decide, I'm just going to go become a mechanical engineer, even if you already knew all the stuff. In order to take the test, they're going to make you have a degree. Okay, and there's a lot of engineering is that same way. But how many years, you guys hold up your fingers, how many years is a bachelor's degree? How many years of college? Exactly, Mauro. It's 4 years. Okay, grad degrees after that, who knows? I'm sure there's a lot of PhD mechanical engineers. You got a question, Ladanian? My chat box doesn't want to open. Let me see. I don't know. I'm checking email though too. If you got a question while we're doing this, I guess you're going to have to just email me. But secondary and post-secondary work is what I want you guys to look up. Okay, so right now, let's see, mechanical engineer degree. You can do a search just like this. 35 best mechanical engineering degrees. And whatever it is you type in here is going to be something a little bit different. Okay, and this one's going to lead me to mechanical engineering degree colleges. Accredited, these are online colleges. There's other ones you can go to in person, but right here is online. Southern New Hampshire, Purdue, Capella, Strayer. And here's the top 10 best engineering degrees according to collegechoice.net. Okay, Stanford, MIT, Brown, UC Berkeley, Cornell. Several of these, Stanford, MIT, Brown, Cornell, those are like Ivy League schools. Okay, and you can see they're a long ways away. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Georgia, New York, they're quite a ways away. But those are the tops. Do you have to go to one of these schools in order to get a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, you think? Nod your head, up or down, or yes or no. This means yes. This means no. You can move your camera too. Well, the correct answer is no, you don't have to go to one of these schools. Okay, and there was a list right there of 3 of them. You can probably go to school at the University of Wyoming. I don't even know. Okay, but it doesn't matter because I want you guys to look up where you are going to go to school or where you would be going to school to find something, to find a program that will help you out. So you want to be a mechanic. First thing we're going to do here, Mauro, if you wanted to be a mechanic, what would I search for?
Um, I don't know.
Well, here's a chance to work on those thinking skills that you identified. Edgar Ladanian, can you help him out? If you wanted to be a mechanic, what would I search for?
Those words right there on the screen.
Best mechanical engineering degrees?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's not being a mechanic, though. That's being a mechanical engineer.
We'll take off the engineer part then.
Best mechanical degrees? Try it. Punch it into your computer and
Mechanic.
see what you get.
I'm looking.
Why is it doing that? There's mechanical engineering again. Another idea?
That's all I got to was just best mechanical engineering programs.
How about
I don't
that?
know. I can't really see your screen. It's kind of small.
Study.com says 5 steps to become a mechanic. 1, graduate high school. 2, enroll in a vocational education program. 3, obtain a certificate. 4, receive employer training. And 5, become a master tech. So we've gone over what it means to become a master tech. Learn that from CDX. What about this vocational education program? What is that? What is
No idea.
vocational? What is vocation? Okay, you guys have computers right in front of you. Do a Google search if you have to. Somebody needs to tell me what vocation is.
It's a strong for a particular career or occupation.
You're cutting out, Morrow. Try it again.
It's a strong feeling of suitability for a particular career or occupation.
That's a vocation.
Yeah, vocation.
Okay, another name for vocation is a job. There we go. A trade or profession. Not all of us have a vocation to be nurses or doctors. True. But vocation is a trade or profession. So then what would a vocational education program be? Edgar, do a search if you don't know what that is. Vocational education program.
prepares people for work as a technician.
Right? If that's what you want to be as a mechanic. Okay, vocational education program could be any number of things. Okay, but it's a program that gives you education related to a job or a specific job. Okay, can you guys think of a name of one that's pretty famous right here in the state? Maybe you've heard of it. Wyotech. Okay, Wyotech is a program. Well, it's a college actually. It's in Laramie. It's right here in the state. It's famous. They've been around since the 60s, and they train people to become mechanics, basically. Okay, they've got automotive, diesel, automotive refinishing. They also have some specialty programs that are kind of fun, like custom hot rod. But if you wanted to be a mechanic, this would be a great place for you to go. Okay, there's a few schools around the country that are very similar to Wyotech in what they do. Okay, another place you might go would be Central Wyoming College. Which is right in Riverton. Okay, they've got an automotive tech program too. But these are things to be thinking about. 62 credit hours, which is about a 2-year degree. Okay, now their schools are different. CWC versus Wyotech, they're very, very different in what they do. This one's 6 months, and this one is 2 years. Okay, and these are what you take for your program requirements. You're taking fuel systems, electrical, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but it doesn't matter if you're wanting to be Ken Patton. I need to get up there and meet that guy. If you want to be a mechanic, Edgar says he wants to work in the ag industry with heavy equipment. This is what you guys are going to be doing next, is finding out or developing a plan of study to help you identify where you would go to earn some training so that you could become employed in that field, whatever it is that you choose. Okay, Mauro talked about construction, or that was Ladanian, talked about construction and automotive. Mauro had automotive listed on there, and Edgar liked heavy equipment and agriculture. Okay, so your guys' homework, and you've got about 5 minutes right now. Jump on there, do some Google searches, and look for a school that will give you the training that you need so you can go get hired. Okay, some things that you might do first. Edgar, you might want to go do a search like for ag heavy equipment jobs. Okay, and there's all kinds of sites out there. Ooh, ag equipment operator. How about that? That's one of the things you had listed down there. You're interested in operating heavy equipment. Okay, go on here, read a little bit about it. Kind of find out what stuff you need to have. Okay, then Ladanian and Mauro, same thing. you guys take one of those things that you identified, something you were interested in, and go identify some places that you can go to school, like what kind of training you may need to have. Okay, and I'll give you a hint. None of what you guys listed on there is going to require a 4-year degree. It should not require a bachelor's, much less a PhD or anything else. Okay, so spend a little bit of time. You guys can stay on or you can check out, but come back on Monday ready to talk about some things that you have identified, some different schools you've identified. If you have any questions, be sure to send me an email or you can even call me on the phone. Good? Okay. You guys got about 3 minutes left or 2.5 minutes. You can check out or you can stay on here and do your typing either way.